Hi, everyone, and welcome to the day three of speaking IELTS with my partner. Today, there's a problem with there's some problem with my family at home, so I have to come here and do it directly with our partner. Okay, so our our topic for today is computers. So let me start first. Do you often use a computer?
Well, I use that a lot during the day. My current works is related a lot to computer to process a lot of document from my office, and also to respond to customer message. So I have to use computer to respond to them quickly. That's often my usage of computer in my day. So, when did you first start using a computer?
Well, I remember first using my computer when I was 6 years old. At that time, uh, at that time, it's hard for our family to buy a computer, so I had to use from one of my neighbors. So for sometimes for uh, joining some online competitions that our school held. Okay, so next question: what kinds of computers are popular in the country?
I think I see laptop is the most preferred kind of computer in that I know because laptop is portable. You can bring the device to you to anywhere without the complex setup of PC. You just need to open the screen on, and you have a working device. Yeah, so normally see laptop in my daily life. So how are you? We have now a lot of computing device now. In old days we have computers. Now we have laptop, and even now in a smaller factor like mobile phone. So do you prefer the old computer or mobile phone, and the reason?
Well, I would prefer, well, it depends on the situation. Usually, when I have to process um, um, some specific work, then I will use a computer because it is most optimized for this kind of work. However, if I want flexibility and my work is not really specific or um, complex, I will use a mobile phone instead. Okay, so um, so where do you usually use the computer more? At school or at your work or school?
Oh, okay. So I think I have to use my computer at work more because like I said before, most of my works are related to processing document, signature, and respond to customer. So I have to I have to work with a computer like so all day. Why in school? Well, I actually have to use computer school too, but only when I need to present. I have to make a presentation to my teacher. Other than that, I don't have to use the computer marks at a school lesson. So my answer is in work environment. So okay, so Herbert, in your free time, if you plan to do something on a computer, then what do you usually do?
Well, usually on my free time, I use my computer to or to open the browser and surf the internet, uh, or to chat with friends, listen to my favorite kinds of music, or playing some video games that I have already installed in it. Yeah. So the next question. Uh, so do you think that computers helps make our life more easy, more more easier or more complicated?
Uh, in my opinion, computer has made life much easier because with computer they now have an like a digital assistant that can help you in work. For example, you can use computer software to help you plan the event in ahead, recognize the conflict event, recognize the conflict event on and suggest the action that you should do to make an efficient timetable. Yeah, so the computer usually have you to reach the target in a easier way than before that when you have to do things in by hand manually. Okay, so have you ever had any issue when using computer?
Well, yes. Sometimes my computer start can start running slower, or not responding when I have to do something. Yeah, in this time like that, I think that I will try to find the reason, or then I will have to seek help from someone to fix it.
Oh, so you have something like about hardware problems, right? Right?
Yeah.
I actually have more about software problem because it's like the app I use it is too complex. It has too many functions, or the function is not documented well. So I don't know how to use, and I can sometimes mess the app. So I have to call the IT department for reset the app.
Huh. Usually, I have to admit this, that if you talk about hardware problem, it's usually with my older computers, but with the current ones that I'm using now, yeah, I have to admit I nearly have faced nothing with about hardware problem. Yeah, this a new one, you know. Okay, so the next question. Um, have you do you think people rely too much on computers nowadays?
Yes, I definitely agree with that opinion because first, a lot of works nowadays actually require computers as a thing to get the works done. For example, if you you work in a like IT jobs or jobs that will require you to process document. Yeah, yeah. So that's those things that you will find difficulty if you plan to do in manually in hand. So computer is the only valid option to speed up the process and make things efficient. And for another aspect, some people just become addicted to computer for the content. You know that uh, the increase of the growth of nowadays social platform that make people want to stick to that platform more and more for for watching more video, so they are not that addicted to computer. So okay, so in the future, do you think people will use computer more than now or less?
In my opinion, in the future, people will use computers more than ever. We have to remember one thing, that in modern time, Many tasks are, are easily done now thanks to the help of computer technology. So, so more people, like what you have said in the last question, people will have to rely more and more on computers um, to solve their problems.
Okay, so we are coming to next part. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so we are coming to another chunks of question, and I will start ask you first. Okay, so what do you usually use a computer for a school or work?
Well, I usually have to. To be honest, I won't talk about work much because I haven't I haven't have a job yet. But sometimes we have to use computer in school. Usually, for our presentation or a project that we have to uh, 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 present to our teacher. Okay, so next, do you enjoy learning new computer skills?
Okay, so I agree with that because computer is a product of technology advance, and technology will as the technology continue to advance to new factors, computer will also earn from that, and so that will enable computer for a lot of new benefits and uses that we currently don't know. So by learning by so we have to learn. I want to learn new computer skill to and to know in advance those new skills so that can help us in the future. That can help me in the future, and I don't feel become like uh, FOMO. Like, but other people have known that technology, but that technology is computer skill, but I don't know.
Well, it's like you are feeling isolated or you are falling behind others
Oh
people.
yes, that's feeling behind.
Yeah, same because now we have to. So one thing that we know that every computer skill is important for everyone nowadays. Oh, okay, you ask me.
Okay, so as you are using computer, you have to use software. Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of software in the digital world. So I want to know that what's computer software that you often use.
Um, it's a little bit to categorize some types of software, but let me tell you some. But but as for me, first we I have to use software for surfing the internet, like Google Pro. Yeah, I use Google Pro a lot. Wait, I see that you use it too.
Yeah, it is Google Chrome, and we call it in other general name that is browsers.
Yeah, brother. The next kind of software that I usually use is um that is we call it yeah, Office, but it's usually called like things that uh for typing some document. I usually remember how it's called, but my God, I forgot it.
Okay, I understand. It's productivity software. Productivity software is what you use for doing the office work. For example, the Microsoft Office suite
Yep.
for Word, spreadsheet, and slideshow presentation. You
Yep.
can also list some of the other application like Canva. If you're doing a lot of
Yeah.
presentation, that's a great alternative to
PowerPoint.
Microsoft PowerPoint.
way more maybe beautifully decorated and easily used than PowerPoint. But yeah, it's more modern than PowerPoint, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so next time that is creative apps. Touch, Twitter for drawings, or OBS OBS uh, for capturing the screenshot. Yeah, and the final one is for leisure apps. Yeah, games, and games. Yeah, a lot. So okay, so let's continue. So as now, when speaking computers, we usually have two main types. First is desktop, and second is laptop. So which one do you prefer?
For both, I can decide anytime because it's for different purpose. For example, if I am at home, I will choose the desktop because the desktop is the purpose of desktop is to place at a fixed location, and it has a more powerful processor unit so that it can help me to do a lot of work that demands a lot of work or processing unit. But if I go to like travel or going between work place, then I will use a laptop because its flexibility is lightweight and have enough processing unit, so I can do the work done from that and earning the flexibility so that I can share the work between other place. So it will depend on the location.
Usually, desktop, yeah, usually when you desktop for example, both you and I have some specialized work that will require the PC with high processors. Yeah, so but and usually I have to admit that desktop will help us easier in this kind of work, right? Compared to laptop, sometimes laptop hardware is quite hard to replace. Yeah, maybe except for some kinds of things like except for some kind of easy thing like rap. Yeah, I think that where people that about people replacing RAMs on computer on laptops. Yeah.
Well, I have some sad bad news for you. A lot of laptop uh already makes the RAM irreplaceable. Yeah, there's some like I can say like they glue it to the main board so you can replace this without replace the all the main board. So when it comes to the okay, so in another valid option from you, if you ask for the repairability,
Yeah.
then you should pick PC,
Yeah.
desktop, as any module is any component is module is in a module, so you
Yeah.
just need to replace that.
But yeah, you're right. However, it's a really quite funny story with my laptop that I'm using now that I remember one time when I no not replace RAM but add more RAMs because yeah you know that most PCs the most laptop how they have two RAM sockets. Yeah. And last time before I got another one, you know, my I don't know in how ways that my laptop only has one RAM, two RAM sockets. Then I will have to bring to the store to to buy one more just to upgrade my Right. Yeah.
Okay. So, that is normal thing you will see in a computer shop. Because RAM is nothing. If you provide a lot or too much RAM, they have to pay the RAM, the price for that RAM. It doesn't include in the laptop itself. So
Yeah.
they will only gives you the bare minimum, that is the one slot for you to actually use if you want.
Yeah.
If you want to take advantage like two sockets from. Oh no, it doesn't sockets, it doesn't like this is for slot. Sockets like when you plug in and plug out. Those RAM are not intended to do that. Either you yeah, it's still uh it's still on and off, but not that thing you use without your cable. And so if you have a second slot, you have to call the technician from that store to do it for you.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Okay, so
Enough to time. Let's continue.
now we move to like some general your general about your think about general ideas. Okay, so first, do you think children should start using computer at an early age?
Well, this answer, but I think yes, because when the children now nowadays children learn to learn to need to know basic skill of using a computer, so they won't be for they won't fall behind the rapid development of advanced technology. Although parents may have to limit it for some reasons, but remember that you have to children should and nearly must be taught how to basically use a computer.
Yeah, I agree with you. Computer skill are now a mandatory thing that you have to know it to survive in the advanced technology. Yeah, but you should have a little like if they are still young, they only you only want them to know the basic level. You don't want them to be like too much addicted. There will be a lot of consequences, a bad effect for that.
Yeah.
And I'm so sad. I will also answer the next question directly because that we are talking about that.
Yeah.
So the next question used to be the disadvantage of using computer too much.
Yeah.
Now I will talk about the for the young age first because computer computers as a digital device have screen. So if you are doing a lot of work with computers, you are suffers your eye for a lot of time with the screen, and it cause a lot of it will cause a lot of bad effect for our eyes. For example, these our sunglasses.
Yeah.
That's the problem when we use a lot of screen from digital device, so like computers. Yeah. The second is they can be addicted. Yeah, they wait. Yeah, you already said before. You children should know how computer works, but if you let them use too much, they will become addicted. That you, yeah, they can't just live without computers. So that's a not good society skill for them. Sometimes you still need to know what to do in manually.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Okay, so next question will be, can computer replace teacher in the future in your opinion?
Well, I will say no and never. Why? Because computer are machines, right? And machines are machines. Also, we have AI with we have AI development that very rapidly. However, there's one thing that I have read that nothing uh, no- nothing, even the latest AI technology, can compete with the natural with a nature of human. Humans have emotions and have have their own way of thinking. So when real teachers teach us, it will be more exciting and more memorable than machine teaching, even with a very advanced AI. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you that computer will never succeed in like doing the emotion, yeah, the emotion of the teacher. But if we replace the, we try to reward, like if we can use computer to assist for teacher, then that will be a valid option. Yeah.
Yes.
Because like I said before, a computer is a way to speed up our work in an efficient way. So computer can help teacher in a lot of ways. You can, so for example, you can create a platform that you can send exercise and students do the homework right from the computer, so you don't have to go off, schedule an offline less offline lesson take time and the money for printing the paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and also okay, so and you can use computer for making interactive lesson that it makes you the student more enjoy to the lesson. Yeah.
Yeah. Agree with
Yeah.
that.
So I think it should better to be an assistant for teacher.
Rather than replacing entirely.
Yeah. Okay. So now it's your
Yeah.
answer. Yeah.
It's okay. So let's continue. Um. Uh. If you have said that the computer helps you a lot in work and school, so I'm a little bit curious. So how does them help you?
Hmm. Let me recall a bit. Okay, so by using computer, I have enabled a lot of efficient workload for my study. For example, okay, so when as I said before, is I have a lot of groups that doing some project in university. So by having computer, we can at least meet the members online. So we don't have to mm, pay for some money for those cafe shop, those cafe. We can just meet online at any time that we are free. And so also we can just send the file to each other member. So we can uh, edit the material in same time, giving the opinion to each other. So it speed up the work so we can finish the project faster. That's in my how about my using computer in study, but in also in work. We also use computer to cooperate like that.
Right. So
Okay, so now we'll come to a bit of emotional side. Now, you asked, we have discussed before, computer can have a lot of unexpected problem. So, what do you usually do if you suddenly see your computer not working anymore?
ha. Well, there are many. Maybe I have to say there are many things I have to do. First, I will take it for myself. Is there any problem with the hardware or software of the of my PC? If and try to find solution. Usually, I will rely a lot on Google and it provide me quite useful device and most of the time when I have to fix that thing by myself, nearly I will, 100% successful, although it may take a lot of time for me to think what I have to do to fix it. Or now for the worst cause, if I couldn't fix this for myself, then I will have to seek help from a technician. Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually my so my things after if I see my computer doesn't work too, I will mostly seek the help from the one I know that can't do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so a bit of another general question. So okay, so do you think? Okay, so back in the history of computer, is a lot expensive. Yeah, in the old day, a computer can be as big as
Yeah.
our living room,
Yeah.
and the price can be loud nowadays. Loud,
This.
yeah, a fortune.
Yeah.
Nowadays, with the advance of technology, the price has been cut down to now affordable, a little affordable, but for some country is still a little expensive. So I want to hear about opinion. Is computers these days are still expensive?
Wow! Now let's have to make this thing. With computers for different purposes have different price.
Yeah.
For example, if only for students who were um, normal worker who only want to use the computer for normal things, so there are many cheap computers that the weight is maybe not so maybe not so so maybe not so too good at processing. However, it's still sufficient enough for people to use for their the basic and daily work. However, like you and I, who are who sometimes have the more specific, complicated work, or we just want to play game on our PC, right? Then we may need computers with better with better processors. So so our PC so this kind of PC will be more expensive. Or I think that the most expensive one maybe when you it's funny to see, but like really professional PC user for streaming, then you know that you may know some the courses for some famous streamers. Their PC step up, yeah, is really huge. Some are really huge. I have to admit this.
Yeah, okay, so we can conclude that there are many computers product. Yeah. For many price range. You can choose the one that is suitable for your wallet, also, yeah, your wallet and your usage.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we conclude this our interview today, one last question. Okay, a lot of, so yeah, as you learn from elementary lesson of information and technology, there's a lesson called typing fast with 10 fingers and a lot of skills that we have you to type fast. But do you think is that important for in the work in the work industry?
Yes, I have to admit. It, you know, when you know how to type fast, you will have a lot. You will receive a lot of benefits from doing it, as you will can keep. For example, in a meeting, and you have to type a lot on your computer. When you know how to type fast, you can keep up with what is said at the meeting without being interrupt or miss any important question. Um, but to be honest, to know how to type fast is a little bit difficult, and I can't do it.
Yeah, I think it's important like you, but it's yeah, nice to have skill, but not mandatory. Yeah, nice to have skill. Yeah, because some industry, if what if we are doing is like for example in chemistry. Yeah, in something like in chemistry, when most of the work is around uh, the chemical and the equipment there, that you don't need to use computer much often. You don't you the only thing when you need to do is to type the data.
Yeah.
After the
Data.
research,
Yeah.
after the experiment. So if you only need to type the basic things, then typepad is not actually help you anything
Yeah.
else. So I think it's a natural skill. It is mandatory if you working in office and things that you require you to use keyboard a lot often.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's just a nice to have skill.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have discussed a lot of things about computers today.
Yeah.
So if you have any more questions, you can answer in the comment. Well, I don't know anyone watching our but still.
Yeah. Thanks for watching for our day and by the way, I will check a bit of my announcement that based on our findings, the situation right now and my schedule that week. So maybe it's a time for us to meet together and have meeting like this. Maybe move to the afternoon or even the evening because I have to study at school in the morning. So is so there won't be any meeting in the morning anymore except on weekend. Yeah, except on weekends or holidays. But and yeah, that's all that I think I need to say for today. And thank you for watching and see you again tomorrow.